In this video, I'm going to introduce the cross multiplication method to solve for a missing variable in a proportion. Remember, a proportion is when you have two equal fractions. In past examples, we've used the scaling method to solve the proportion, and in this video, we're going to use cross multiplication. Step 1, we need to make sure this is a proportion. So is this a proportion? We need to look for the equal sign. So you'll see that there's an equal sign here between the 10/8 and the n over 10. So this is in fact a proportion. Now that we know it's a proportion, we're going to go ahead and apply the cross multiplication method. We are going to cross multiply and record our cross products. So I'm going to begin by drawing the parentheses like you see in this picture. So I need a set on the left and I need a set on the right. So two sets of parentheses on each side. Then what we're going to do is we're going to multiply across. That's why it's called cross multiplication. So I multiply across and I multiply 10 by 10. And then I'm going to choose a different color and I'm going to multiply across 8 multiplied by n. Then I multiply those together. 8 times n is 8n. And then I multiply 10 by 10 and I get 100. And I've completed step 2, which is to cross multiply. Then the final step, step 3, is to divide both sides by the coefficient. Remember, the coefficient is the number being multiplied by the variable. So the coefficient in this problem is 8. So I'm going to divide both sides by 8. On the left side, you'll see that 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1. So we're left with 1n. And on the right side, I need to take the 100 and divide it by 8. 8 goes into 10 one time. 10 minus 8 is 2. I can't ask the question till I bring down a number. Now I can ask, how many times does 8 go into 20? 2 times. 8 times 2 is 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. I'm going to have to add a decimal above, and then add a 0. 8 goes into 40 5 times. And I'm out of room, but I'll just write this over to the side. 40 minus 40 gives us 0. So we get 1n is equal to 12.5. So what we did is we just found the value of the variable that makes this fraction equal to this fraction. So 10/8 is equal to 12.5 tenths.